Thank you for all coming today. Okay, back off the camera. Thank you. Today I'm going to be answering some questions. We've been getting tons of questions online from the community, and I've just thought I'd hit on these questions to just give people a better idea on what the Champions of the Midwest is. I'll be taking the first question.
What is the Champions of the Midwest?
Champions of the Midwest is a tournament I created. The tournament has multiple events of challenges that range from team challenges to individual one-on-one challenges to finally a championship at the end of the tournament where two teams, the best two teams, compete head-to-head for the title Champions of the Midwest. Next question.
I've heard these teams have captains. Who are these captains anyways?
Good question. We have 5 great teams for this first season. First team that joined the league, that was the Scuba Wolves, headed by Skylar Gorsett. The next team that joined the league was the Rat Attack, headed by Katrina Hogendijk. The third team to join the league was, in fact, the Snowstorms, headed by Dylan Kleinsma. The fourth team to join the league was the Moon Bears, headed by David Massbergen. And finally, the fifth team that joined the league, the final spot was the Ramblers, led by Odin Dart. So those are our 5 teams. I'm looking forward with them because these 5 captains are great friends of mine. I think they'd be great captains for the league. Next question.
What are the challenges?
Challenges. Okay, I've gotten several questions on what are the challenges. And it's kind of hard because I want to keep the idea of the challenges secretive and I don't want to give too much away. I said they range from physical to mental challenges, and you're asking, like, what kind of challenges are we looking at? The best way I can put it is if you ever watch the reality TV show Big Brother, all the challenges take place inside of a building, and they all have to work inside of the building and within a certain time frame. The challenges can range from physical to mental challenges, or even a combination of the two. In our cases, we're doing more team-based ones, except for our individual ones. How the scoring will work for the tournament is after each challenge, the first place team will get 3 points, the second place team will get 2 points, and the third place team will get 1 point. The fourth and fifth place team will not get any points. After 5 challenges, the top 2 teams in points will make it to the championship where they'll face one-on-one in a team challenge, and the winner of that will be the Champions of the Midwest. It may change in the future, but this is set in stone for this season. Next question.
How do we watch the tournament?
The tournament is, we'll be showing it on YouTube, and Facebook is where we will be putting it. We also will have shares on Twitter as well, but those won't be affiliated with us, except if it's through, say, league captains and sorts. We also have a Twitter. We'll get to that later. But Facebook and YouTube are the main ones. On both Facebook and YouTube, you just look up Champions of the Midwest, and they should be the first result you find. Next question.
How do you support your favorite team?
In the description of all of our videos, we will have a link to our Teesprings website or another website where we sell t-shirts where we have put all of the teams' logos on the shirts, and you can purchase those shirts and we will get part of the money for those shirts. On top of that, some of the players and captains are on Twitter as well as Instagram. So if you look for them on Twitter and Instagram, you might be able to follow them and follow the captains as they talk about the games live. Okay, I think I should hit on one more thing. To watch when the events will be, either July 26th or August 2nd, depending on how long the editing will take. But every Sunday is when we will be releasing the videos. So over the first week would be the first challenge. We're planning on having 6 challenges in total. After those 6 Sundays, one after the other, that'll be at the 6th one will be the championship. So look forward to those on our Facebook or on our YouTube. We'll be putting them out every week. Please subscribe to our channel or follow our Facebook. Other than that, I think that's all the questions. So I have the privilege of being able to introduce. I have today at the press conference 3 of the captains from multiple teams in the league. So I'm going to introduce to the stage first the captain for the Scuba Wolves, Skylar Gorsett. So Skylar, could you please come up here and answer some questions? Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you for coming to my press conference. I am Skylar Wolves. I'm the captain of the Scuba Wolves. I have the Scuba Wolves shirt, which you can buy online. We'll send out links. Follow us on Facebook and obviously on YouTube and such. All right. Apparently, they're supposed to be asking me questions. Who's got a question for me? Skylar from the Scuba Wolves. Yeah, hit me with it.
So Scuba Wolves, that's an interesting name.
It is.
Where did that come from?
Where did the Scuba Wolves name come from? Well, let me tell you this. All right, so I picked the members of the team very carefully because of a number of qualities and attributes that they have, part of which is interesting personalities. Now, I followed up choosing these people with asking them a series of questions that base on their personalities. Things like, what is your favorite food? What is your favorite color? What job do you feel like with absolutely no training do you think that you could do today? That was a big one. And then I took all the answers, compiled them, and combobulated them all together until I came up with the name Scuba Wolves, which came from, I believe, the favorite animal and the job that they thought they could do, which, you idiots. You can't scuba in the same day. What's wrong with you? You got to get licensed for that. Anyways, so that's how Scuba Wolves came about. That's also how our color became chosen as blue. So I'm definitely down with it. It's my favorite color. What's another question we got out there? Anybody else got any other questions?
How did you choose the players to be on your team?
Yes. Oh, the players on our team. Yes. So like I said before, they were all very specifically chosen based on a number of attributes, whether emotional, substantial, a lot of chills, like IALs words. Physical, which is actually just an AL word, not an IAL word. Also, an intelligent level was required. They were all required to take specific IQ tests before joining the team. So these are the players that managed to pass. Surprisingly, when you see them in competition, it will be surprising to you that they passed. But nevertheless, they did, and I'm a fair person, so that's how we did it. Any other questions?
So what are your goals? What are you looking forward to this coming season?
Sure. Well, obviously, like anybody else would probably say, we're looking forward to winning. Taking home the gold every day, all day, every weekend, even when we're not working, we're taking home the gold. But here's the thing. The thing that I'm most excited for is to really just get into the nitty-gritty of trash talking the other teams. That's what it's all about. It's not about winning. It's not about losing. It's about making it feel like you won even when you didn't because you're a jerk to the other team, or just being a jerk to the other team because you lost and they won. No, stop. Sit down. I'm not doing anymore. I don't like you.
Okay, time to introduce the next team. We have Dylan Kleinsma, the captain of the Snowstorms, joined by David Peary, the second member of the team. Here you go, Dylan.
Thank you. It's a great honor to have us here today. Just want to let you all know that we will be the winning team. You heard it here first, so be prepared. All right, any questions, or do you have anything to say?
I have nothing to say.
All right, any questions?
Did you guys decide on who to have on your team?
Well, as the captain, after I reached out to the strongest and smartest people I knew, none of them responded. So we loosened the parameters for the team a little bit, and we have David here.
Yeah, that's me, the strongest and smartest. No jokes go over my head.
And Josiah, who is not here, who is our financial advisor and the smartest person we could find. So not very smart, but you know what? We make work with what we have. And then obviously me, the strongest and brightest of everyone in this tournament. All right, next question.
What did you say your team name was?
We are the Snowstorms.
How'd you come up with that one?
Well, after reaching out to our team for name ideas and logo ideas, no one responded again. So we decided to find what's the laziest logo we can have. So we came up with the name the Snowstorms, and what we wanted was just a white square. And it would be a snowstorm, because you can't see in a snowstorm.
No, you cannot.
But that got denied by the league commissioner. So we said, we're not making a logo. So we had Skylar make a logo, and that's why it may not look good. Or if it does look good, we made it. But if it doesn't, remember, Skylar was the one in charge of that.
One final question. This one's for the other chap up there. What are your goals coming into this first season?
I think for the goals of this season, it'd be as simple as two things. One is put this league on the map by our, by our personalities and our overall athletic skill. And number two would be dominate, as we feel no other team has a shot when we step in the room. We've often referred to ourselves as kind of like the kings of the Midwest. And
True story.
so have many others. So, yeah, that's about it.
See this right here? This says champs. We're used to winning. So be ready.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, both of you. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Our final team that is here for the day is the Moon Bears, headed by David Massbergen. So welcome David Massbergen to the stage.
Pleasure to be here, everyone. Pleasure to be here. I'm all yours. You have any questions for me?
Well, you are from Iowa, so we could give you some ears, but I have another question for you. You are the team Moon Bear. How did you come up with that design and that name?
The Moon Bears, yes. It seemed that there was sort of an animal theme. I wanted to join that animal kingdom with the scuba wolves and the rat attack. So I just started brainstorming. And then inspiration struck me from the past. I have a friend, Andy Hanna, and he had a cat named Moon Bear, and I always thought that was a pretty sweet name for a cat. And it just was unique enough to fit into the league. As for the design, well, that was made by none other than Skylar Gorsett. And well, I was pretty much locked into the team name after he had made the design, so.
How did you choose the members on your team? You're joined by
Oh, we got, on the one hand, there's Tim, and then the other hand, there's Tim. So we got Team Tim, if you will. But I needed team members, and the deadline was coming up. So I was scrambling to find some team members. So I came out of the shower. There was my roommate, Tim. So I'm like, hey, Tim, you want to be on my team? He said, oh, yeah, sure. So that was one down. And then, I had a couple options for the other team member. But then I heard that the other Tim was a free agent. And so I immediately called him on the phone and offered him, after a little bit of negotiating, he agreed to join our team.
What's it like in the Midwest?
Well, today it's hot. Other times it's cold. Sometimes it's a bit windy. There's not many trees around here. But it's a friendly place, talkative people, welcoming people.
I hear they do a wave there. Could you give us an example of a wave?
Well, see, it starts on one end, and you're sitting, and then, woo, here it comes, and then everybody in the row goes, woo, here it goes, woo. You don't have to say here it goes, but woo. The woo is, well, that's my personal touch, I guess, but there could be a silent wave. It helps to have more than one person, though.
Finally, what are your goals coming into this season?
0 fatalities, on our team at least. And let's just avoid any drugging scandals, am I right, guys?
Right.
Thank you, David. The league does in fact test, so I hope you guys are ready for that. Oh, snowstorms withdrawal. Okay, finally, thank you. Thank you, David. Thank you, Skylar, and thank you, Dylan and David. Again, 2 Davids we have 3 Davids in the league. It won't get confusing at all. Any final questions before we wrap up this press conference?
Is it true that David Robertson is taking leg steroids?
I can neither confirm nor deny that information. It's still under investigation. Any other questions? Okay.
If a child offered you lemonade on a hot summer day, would you take it?
I will neither confirm nor deny that question this time. That is still under investigation. Finally, I had one other question that was sent to me via text message while this conference was going on live. To answer Odin Dart of the Ramblers, no, he will not get being paid for this first season. Hate to break it to you, you're actually paying every team but the Ramblers. That is just the way the budget went this season. Other than that, I think that is how we're going to end this press conference. Thank you for coming here today. And with that, I wish you all a good day and stay safe out there.